So let's have a look at triggering and data hold functionality. You can press stop here to freeze the current measurement, and even when I now change the input voltage here, the measured value shown on the display will not change. And when I press the run stop button again, it will continue with taking measurements until you press this one again. But that's not really kind of a single shot functionality. So what you can do is you can press port, and then in the trigger menu can define how triggering for the measurements should be done. Usually you are using auto triggering, which means the bench multimeter will detect automatically the current measurement function and will decide what the best frequency and delay is for taking measurements. But you can change that to a single mode, where basically every time you press the run stop button there is one measurement, and when I change the value and press it again, I get a new button, and press it again and I get a new value, and change it again and I'm getting a new value. You can change how many samples should be taken for each time you press it. I don't think that it makes sense to have more than one here, because it will only show the last one. And for the auto mode you can also define a delay, which probably should be 0 anyway. Actually, this editor here is quite nice, because as soon as you go to the left you get this digit there, and when it's 0 and you go to the right it's automatically removed. That's quite nice. So let's just change it to within milliseconds here. Wait a bit. And now this one here is, it still takes 2 presses whenever I change the input voltage and take a new measurement. That one is using the old value, or nearly the old value, and when I press it again I get the new one. So that's kind of strange. And the last functionality here is you can trigger by an external connector, which is a BNC connector on the back of the multimeter. Unfortunately it does not trigger on creating just a contact, so you could just connect a switch to it. It needs a logic signal like 5 or 3 volts, which means that whatever you are using needs to actually create a signal. So I was thinking of adding a button which I can kind of place here on a measurement probe, and whenever you probe you can just hit the button and you can take a new measurement. But since it needs a battery, that's kind of getting awkward. Maybe I will go ahead and create a foot pedal switch, so that might be an option, because it allows you to take a new measurement without needing your fingers to press this button. It's much better when you can have both hands on your circuit for measurement and use something else to do the triggering. And this meter does not have the nice auto hold functionality, where it would detect when there is some new measurement and just show that one.